Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. Recently, during the inauguration for second term of Governor of Imo State, Senator Hope Uzodimma, former President Olusegun Obasanjo, who was among the invited guests, stormed out of the meeting, out of the event, while President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was speaking. Obasanjo, who doesn't spare fools gladly, could not take the propaganda and the lies that was being spewed by the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that he stormed out of the event and said, enough is enough. And it is important that Nigerians know the truth about the beneficiaries of this fuel subsidy that we all talk about in Nigeria as if they were ghosts. In this video, you are going to know those who are beneficiaries of subsidy, those they call the cabal, and those that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was talking about when he was speaking in Imo State during that inauguration on Saturday. Well, during that inauguration on Monday, I think so, where he said so many things about fuel subsidy. But this is the one that really, obviously, I think, provoked Chief Olusegun Obasanjo when Tinubu was trying to justify the removal of the fuel subsidy. Tinubu said, the last 40 years, some very few people were cornering our commonwealth, calling it subsidy. I call it wasteful and thievery. But right now, you are going through the pain. We are sharing that pain. This is where I want you to stop for now. And I will show you that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is among the beneficiaries of the fuel subsidy. He is among the people he was talking about. And you will see why it was hypocritical of him to say that what he said in Owerri that really pissed former President Olusegun Obasanjo off about the whole gamut of fuel subsidy and those who are benefiting from it. Now, before I go further on that, if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Now, some people are wondering, why did Chief Olusegun Obasanjo storm out of Uzodimma's inauguration in Owerri, while Tinubu was still speaking? Because that's obviously like a breaking the protocol. You're not supposed to do that while the president of the country is talking. But it is because Obasanjo is not somebody that can take what he cannot stomach. He rather go away from there instead of listening to lies. Now, in that statement by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he was talking about the cabal that were stealing our commonwealth, that were cornering our commonwealth under the name of subsidy. And you are going to see here that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is among those cabal who benefited from fuel subsidy. And you're going to see it today. And you're also going to see that these fuel subsidy beneficiaries that they talk about, as if they are a ghost, they really exist. And I will give you their names so that you can go and do your own search about those who are involved, who have been involved in fuel subsidy, the so-called fuel subsidy scam with which Nigerians are suffering today because the subsidy was removed without proper planning. Now, we are going to go back to 2011. In 2011, the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria published the beneficiaries of fuel subsidy payment between 2006 and 2011, amounting to a grand total of 3.655 trillion naira in 5 years was paid for fuel subsidy between 2006 and 2011. But in 2011 alone, the fuel subsidy guzzled 1.426 trillion naira. Now, let me give you the list of the beneficiaries, and now I will link Bola Ahmed Tinubu to among them from my own understanding. Now, the list of the beneficiaries was released by the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria under the leadership of the then Senate President, David Mark. Now, the Senate named the companies. The companies were named by the Senate and the amount of money they received in 2011. Number one on that list is Oando Nigeria PLC. They got 228.50 billion naira. That's what they got benefited from subsidy. Integrated Oil and Gas PLC, 30 billion naira. MRS, 224.818 billion naira. AA Rano, 1.14 billion naira. AZ Petroleum, 18.61 billion naira. ASB, 3.16 billion naira. Acom PLC, 24.116 billion naira. African Petroleum, 104.56 billion naira. Amin Resources, 2.3 billion naira. Capital Oil, 22.4 billion naira. Corn Oil, 37.96 billion naira. Avente Guard, 1.14 billion naira. Avido, 3.64 billion naira. Bofas and Company, 3.67 billion naira. And Brilla Energy, 960.3 million naira. Others also listed are D. Jones Petroleum, 14.86 billion naira. Downstream Energy, 789.648 million naira. Dorsey Oil and Gas, 3.375 billion naira. Incore, 1.988 billion naira. Etana Oil, 5.574 billion naira. Fulauyo Energy, 113.32 billion naira. Frado International, 2.63 billion naira. First Deepwater Oil, 257.396 million naira. Heading Petrol, 693 million naira. Honeywell Petrol, 12.2 billion naira. AMP, 11.417 billion naira. Ascon, 5.271 billion naira. Channel Oil, 1.308 billion naira. Fort Oil, 8.582 billion naira. Enac Oil and Gas, 19.684 billion naira. Boras and Co. Nigeria Limited, 5.685 billion naira. And Obat Oil, 85 billion naira. AP, 104.5 billion naira. Ipman Investment Limited, 10.9 billion naira. Akon, 24.1 billion naira. Atro Oil, 64.4 billion naira. And Amax Oil, 19.2 billion naira. Now, the Senate at that time, we were looking at fuel subsidy between 2006 and 2011. Now, of all these names I gave you, there were only 3 companies that were listed since 2006 that were beneficiaries. The 3 of them are MRS, Total, and Owando. They were officially listed as beneficiaries of the subsidy recognized by the federal government. Now, let us look at the list of the highest beneficiaries. The highest beneficiaries in 2011 was MRS, 224.818 billion naira. Owando, 228.50 billion naira. African Petroleum, 104.58 billion naira. Now you can see from this list that the highest beneficiary of fuel subsidy in 2011 was Owando PLC. Do you know the Chief Executive Officer of Owando? You don't know. I'm sure you know. The Chief Executive Officer of Owando is Bola Tinubu, who is a brother of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This man had been the Owando Chief Executive Officer since 2001. And here you have Tinubu in Owerri talking about the cabal that we are making our commonwealth. You can now see the hypocrisy that Obasanjo could not take while he was speaking, and he just left it sane. So you can see that Owando, which is allegedly linked to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, one way or the other, was in fact the largest beneficiary of fuel subsidy in 2011 by the record of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Now, what does this reveal to you? This reveals to you the reason why Tinubu was against the removal of fuel subsidy in 2012. Don't forget that January 2012, President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan removed this fuel subsidy that he was talking about, that they were making our commonwealth for 40 years. But you can see that his company, or company allegedly linked to him, had been beneficiary between 2006 and 2011, at least by the record of the Senate, under the leadership of Senator David Mark as president of the Senate. And you know that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at that time, as the leader of ACN, vehemently opposed the removal of fuel subsidy in 2012 by President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. If Tinubu had cooperated and other opposition leaders had cooperated, fuel subsidy would have been removed since 2012. But no, Tinubu, by association and by the thinking of most Nigerians, are linked with this company that his brother is the chief executive officer, Bola Tinubu. And he opposed the removal of the fuel subsidy. In fact, he wrote an op-ed that was published opposing the removal of fuel subsidy, saying that Nigeria is not ripe for the removal of the fuel subsidy, talking about all kinds of things, about how Nigerians are suffering, who will suffer if fuel subsidy is removed. And he was among those who allegedly funded that nationwide protest that shut down this country in 2012 and stopped then President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan from removing the fuel subsidy. Now the same man was in Owerri talking about how the beneficiaries of subsidies had ripped off the country. Like I said, Obasanjo, who doesn't suffer fools gladly, stormed out of that place. In his mind, the Otafama is saying enough is enough of all this propaganda and lies about the problem of Nigeria's fuel subsidy regime. I brought this up just for historical record, so that let people not be deceived by the propagandists of today. Their records are there. What I read to you is public record by the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria under the leadership of Senate President David Mark. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.